who pulled up for a catch-up. It's really here from 947 afternoons. And if you're here, it means you've got taste. Go ahead, enjoy the moment you missed. But don't ghost me. Weekdays 12 to 3 p.m. on 947. I'm loud and way more fun in real time. And yeah, there's more audio magic waiting for you right here on Prime Media Plus. Wake up with a bang.
Hey, wake up!
Anele and The Club
On 947.
I read a tweet the other day and I was just like, oh, even I am a little polarized myself here. 'Cause
Okay.
Internally, I believe both of these to be true.
Right.
Here's the tweet. And this is the thing. This is going to cause such a discussion in the car between you and your children. Because I'm pretty sure there is a child who has been begging their parents for this thing. And the parents are just like, no. Be it a money issue, be it a no. We're not going to get you plastic surgery.
Yeah, we got some kind of a moral thing or ethical thing around it or whatever.
Here's the tweet from Wangaringuri. It says, as someone who had acne for years in my adolescence, I highly agree with getting your child cosmetic surgery. This was actually the reply. The first tweet was from the skin priest that says, if you can afford it, get your child that cosmetic treatment as soon as you can. If you can get them the braces, do that. If you can get them the expensive acne treatment, do that. Invest in their appearance as much as you are investing in their education.
Yeah.
Let me read it again. Parents, stop what you're doing. Kill the music because this is serious. Because I want to know from the parents. Please call us 011-8838-947. What is your immediate feeling when you hear that? Don't give me the one where you've calmed down and you've thought about it and you're now giving me your measured response. Give me the one that you feel immediately, right? If you can afford it, get your child that cosmetic treatment as soon as you can. The braces, do it. The acne treatment, do it. Invest in their appearance as much as you are investing in their education.
This is a tricky topic because I think obviously a lot of kids and teenagers growing up have issues with their bodies in some way. We all did, right? And you're like, well, if only I could fix that or I could fix this. And braces is normal for us. So if you can afford braces, then that's fine. But then the question really is, what if we can do other things? Why not?
The question is, why is braces okay, yet you don't want to get your child a nose job, right? Or an ear job, right?
So,
Enter the mother.
Cindy's about to say, guys.
in a world where TikTok has told our 12-year-old girls that they need a 7-point face care routine, right? So we're starting to see more and more of this of ourselves on camera all the time. Growing up, the five of us in the room, when we looked at ourselves, it was generally you were walking past a mirror or somebody took a photo of you. We didn't have handheld devices that we were looking at 24/7, snapping our friends 24/7 photos of ourselves. So you become so conscious of your face and how it looks. My kids will point out stuff. They'll go, do you know the one side of your face, blah, blah. And I'm like, guys, you're far too young to be worrying about the one side of your face, you know? I think if it's stuff like, if you can afford it, firstly, education is always first. So we're not saying don't get your child an education. That's not what this conversation is. You're
not finishing matric. We have to fix your knees.
Exactly. We're saying we're saying get the education first. But I do think that stuff like braces, if you can afford it, yes. Acne, if you can afford treatment, because acne is not just one pimple, it's full on under your skin and you can treat that from a young age, right? Pinning kids' ears back, if they want that, do it. But a nose job, you haven't fully grown into your face yet. Your hormones change your face as you grow older. You only fully probably developed into your face from about the age of about 23, 24. I stand to be corrected. Even your teeth, everything, your jaws, they all only align when you're in your 20s. To now go mess with that on how you think your nose should look. Okay, now that's how your nose looks, but the rest of your face was catching up.
But what if I am really being, it's a sore point for me. It is even affecting me, mentally and all of that. And I get that all kids get teased, and I've built up my resistance levels, and this thing is still such a huge issue for me. And I'm 16 and a half, and my nose is really big. It's all you can see on my face.
The flip side of that is that I do know people who have had plastic surgery in their late teens to early 20s who've changed their noses and it looks worse. And they regret it.
I also think that's the extreme, right?
Yeah.
I find where we're living in a time where everyone is obsessed with correcting something.
Like it should look this
and once
way.
you start, I mean, there are documentaries about people who become addicted to plastic surgery. So it starts with the nose. Then you go, this new nose doesn't quite align with my eyes. So what do we do then? Oh, my cheeks don't quite work with the changes I've made. Then how long is a piece of string? I think in extreme cases, sure. I mean, we know that even with acne, for example, you get it at different levels. There are people where they're in pain, their faces are red. I get that. But sometimes you get to 18 and your skin actually sorts itself out.
It's such a contentious issue, and I think everyone is right in this. And because people feel so passionately about it, we're going to get some very spirited opinions here, which I'm going to allow because this is your moment. But I really feel that, I mean, my son's 10 years old. If he had to come to me to want to say, oh, my nose is wrong, or I'd be like, okay, please show me the one nose that is right.
Right.
Do you know?
Yeah.
I think it would be my first thing to be like, oh, this about me is wrong. I'm like, okay, who is this person that you think has the right one? Because I think the conversation starts there, is that there are 7 billion of us walking planet Earth, and we're not supposed to look the same. And to
What's the ideal?
Yeah, and to Cindy's point, it's because of where the time and the age that we find ourselves in, where we're all supposed to be the same thing. But let me tell you something about this. In 1998, Kate Moss was the standard, eh?
Yeah.
And then in 2004, J-Lo was the standard. And then in 2008, Beyonce was the standard. And then in 2010, Kim Kardashian was the standard. So now, are you gonna go in and change yourself every single time a new standard is presented?
Yeah, it's a tough one, this, because I think I'd love to hear from people who have done work for themselves and it's made a difference, because it obviously exists, right? I know a few women who've done a few like little cosmetic things, but it's because for them it's confidence, and they are more confident after they've done that. So if that's you, drop us a voice note. You know?
The discussion: if you can afford it, get your child that cosmetic treatment as soon as you can. The braces, do it. The acne treatment, do it. Invest in their appearance as much as you are investing in their education. Kids and parents alike, the lines are open. 011 88 38 947, 084 00 947. If you're sending us a voice note, weigh in. What do you think? Like I said, there's no one wrong here. Yes, we're going to challenge each other. Things are going to get a little bit robust, yeah? But it's fine, because after that, we're going to get along again.
As long as we're not doing any major changes, teeth, it's fine, because you're actually just aligning them. You're not changing them. We're not putting veneers. We're just aligning the teeth.
No, get out of here, man. So basically, if the child's overweight, then I must put her on Ozempic. You're mad. No ways.
I actually agree with this. If I can actually invest with my kids in the things, because remember, they get picked on at school from a dizzy height.
Okay. Immediate response is hell to the no. No. Not as expensive as school fees are. So now I must get you plastic surgery, braces, what. Acne izophela xobisa isunlight, such Vaseline sizoba.
And by the way, on the picked on thing, there'll always be something slightly odd about you. Yeah. Bear that in mind.
And you know what it is? You literally need to fly the freak flag. That is the thing that you need to take ownership of, guys. Yeah. Honestly, I remember in high school, even now, guys, even now as a 41-year-old, I get teased about my gap the whole time. I'm just like, ching ching.
I always tell my kids, there's this quote that says, you can be the ripest, juiciest peach and you'll still find somebody who doesn't like peaches.
Andile, you in Edenville. Good morning.
Good morning, Anele and The Club. How are you?
We are so good. Andile, how are things on your end?
I am great. First time on radio. Excited.
Oh, we took you out the woodwork, honey. So you live in Edenville, but I can hear you driving somewhere. Where are you driving off to?
I work in Rosebank. I live in Edenvale.
Okay. Oh, so we have you for a good hour.
Yeah.
That's what we call captive audience. There we go. Andile, you say you've got a daughter, you got her braces. It's the best decision you've ever made.
Correct. Initially, I said no because I was 22 years ago. We took her to the dentist, and the dentist said her teeth were very skew. He suggested we go to the orthodontist. We got to the orthodontist, the x-ray was done, and then the orthodontist told us it's going to get worse because she's still growing and there's teeth underneath the teeth that are currently there. So we needed to do something. So I said no, to be fine. My mom said I'll be fine. Let's just get over it. And my partner said no. what's the problem, right? And they explain to him that, no, this is what's happening, and they use all the terms that I can't remember now. But I remember him saying, I can afford to do it, so let me do it. And my daughter's had her braces now for almost 2 years. And the confidence that it's brought her, she's so confident, smiling, and she's so happy that her father actually listened to the doctor, because she says to me that some of the kids that their moms and dads said, no, their teeth are looking bad and they don't smile. So it's given this 12-year-old this beautiful confidence. It's given me a bit of peace of mind, because I also went through the teasing with the teeth, and I went through all of that. And I was saying earlier that the problem is that psychologically, we were not exposed to half the things these children are exposed to now. So it was easier for us to get over it, because you hardly saw anybody that had braces and got the treatment and looked better. We all just got over it and we moved on with life, and we woke up and we were looking fine and we were happy with ourselves. But these kids have the internet, there's YouTube, there's TikTok, there's so many different ways of them researching what the doctors say, and they listen.
And the thing is,
they hold on to these terms.
we have a listener. His name is Desire, who we actually got hold of our friends at the Bedford Dental Center, Dr. Yak Lindy and them, to help him out with his teeth. And he is a top academic student at the University of Pretoria. Hey, he's doing some top degree, and he is so scared of getting. Before we helped fix his dental formula, he was so scared of getting a job. Like, his confidence was so low that he didn't even want to go to interviews because he'd be required to open his mouth and speak. That's how much his dental formula crippled him. And when something like that happens, Anele, you just have to be like, guys, the science is there, eh? Let's use it.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. If you can't afford to do it, I think I'd advise parents to do it. If you can't afford to do it, I mean, there's other ways to try and go about it. But those that can should.
It's expensive, hey? Teeth aligning is expensive.
Yes.
It is.
It's expensive.
However, I also found out that with the government hospitals, they also do it if the cases are really extreme. So we went the private route, but there's actually the public route that you can go. The waiting period is slightly longer because there's so many people that need the services, but it's worth a try. I mean, if you can spend a year waiting, it's better than not trying at all.
Thank you so much for this call, Anele. So informative, and good luck to you and your daughter.
Thank you.
Cheers. So here's another thing. Is that, for instance, we had in high school, there was a girl, and she had, like, the way her breast was so big that there were it was messing with her spinal cord.
Yeah, it'll make your back hurt.
Now, you know, it's a cosmetic surgery, guys, to have a breast reduction. Eh? When you look at it at face value without looking at anything else, that's what it is. So now as a parent, you're like, no, you're not going to get cosmetic surgery. But my back is literally taking strain. In an instant like that, if you are the person who was vehemently against, as soon as I read the statement, you're like, no, never no. But let's say you are in pain because of this thing that is physically, altering your body. Then what?
No, I mean, I agree with you with that. A few people I know have gone both ways on that. Like, same story. Confidence. There's a woman I know. She had enlargement, right? A little bit, not a lot. I mean, just.
Yeah.
But the confidence that she's gained by having larger breasts is crazy.
On the way, there's a dad in Bryanston who's taking his 15-year-old son to a dermatologist today.
Okay.
Today. We'll hear from him. And also, please keep your voice notes coming. 084 0000947. The statement being made, if you can afford it, get your child that cosmetic treatment as soon as you can. The braces, do it. The acne treatment, do it. Invest, and I think this is the money maker here. This is the statement. Invest in their appearance as much as you are investing in their education. What's your take?
When did kids stop being kids? I absolutely don't think that they should be getting cosmetic surgery. They should enjoy their childhood.
I won't agree to that. In some cases to help the child, but where do you draw the line?
I support body confidence and self-love. So I support that we fix the teeth and go for the acne treatment.
Interesting topic. Okay, fine. I have enough money to fix my child. What happens to my children's children when they are born with their mother or their father's features and then they are bullied at school? I'm not saying live with what you have, but come on, guys. There's bigger things in the world that we need to be worrying about.
Do you know why I agree with that? Because if you grow up with your mom looking a certain way or your dad looking a certain way, by the time people start teasing you about it, you're just like, but at home we are like this. Do you know what I'm saying? You guys are the weird ones. In my world, you guys are weird for not having a nose like mine or lips like mine.
Yeah, we all have the same lips.
And
Yeah.
on our side, we all look like this, right?
Yeah.
So she's right. As soon as you fix it, what's going to happen? Are we going to... What does science change? Does biology change and react to what you change now?
Your children are now.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's the other side. That's what I was saying, guys. There are no right or wrong answers here. We're all correct. And now let's go to someone who's been in the public eye, right? And she advocated for this procedure when she did it so much. I remember reading her post on Facebook. She is Jules Harding from Good Luck. This coming December, you can see her at Get Lucky Summer in Plate. Right now, you can catch her on Anele and The Club weighing in on this important conversation. Jules, my darling, good morning. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm being followed around by a small human at the moment, so you might get 2.5 of me.
Love it. We love it. We want all the ambient noises coming through from that little toddler of yours. Jules, I remember when you posted that you'd gone in for a breast reduction because your back could simply not handle it anymore. It was literally hindering you from living a normal life now. Not even a special life, just a normal one.
Yeah, no, exactly. It was very debilitating. And it kind of got worse and worse as I got older, and the pain just became unbearable, you know. So, the procedure was something that it wasn't really an option for me. You know, I had to do it, especially as you know, I'm on stage jumping around a lot. So, things are going to get a little heavy. And, and I paid the price, you know, ultimately, and saved up and went and did that surgery. Yeah.
And this is why we phoned you, because I'd love to speak to people who have done surgery. Yours was obviously it was medical, right? You needed to do this. It was medical. It was your back.
Yeah.
But I mean, speaking to other women out there and other young women out there who maybe have the opportunity to do something about the way they look or the way they are, what are you thinking?
You know what? I think there's a trade-off. There's a trade-off in everything. So in honesty, in hindsight. You know, from my side, I hadn't had a baby at that stage when I had the reduction. And a few years later, I had my first baby, and I wasn't really able to properly breastfeed her. So I got to about 8 months. I was getting like only a tiny bit of milk out. And if you'd asked me in that moment, like, would I have done it? I probably would have waited. So I think that there is a trade-off in everything. There's, you know, but having said that, I had pain-free back for a good couple of years, and so that was really, really comfortable and really nice. But I don't think it's so straightforward. I think that you know, wherever you're going to do something, there's going to be a trade-off later down the line or somewhere, you know.
Because also, then just think about it. What's the alternative? So yes, it's quite sad that you can't breastfeed your child, but also if you hadn't had that operation, you probably wouldn't be able to pick her up because you've got back problems.
That's true, and who knows, you know. And for me, at the time, it was right, and I don't regret doing it. I think it was a brilliant procedure for me, and you know, and I managed to actually breastfeed her a little bit, which I was grateful for. But I think it still did weigh on me a bit that I wasn't able to feed her as fully as other women, you know. And I think it's up to you. You know your limits, and you know where. You know kind of what your body condition is. And I think my biggest plight at the time, as you all know, was with the medical aids, when it's something that is so obviously medical that they won't cover it. Because,
they won't consider it.
It only applies to a woman's body and not to both, which I thought was completely ridiculous because our anatomy is totally different, you know. So, so I took my kind of messaging and my fight a little bit out to the masses, and it gained a bit of traction. And I think... Yeah, in hindsight, it was a brilliant op for me, and I'm still living pain-free to this day.
That's all that matters. Jules, I swear that's all that matters. Another thing that matters is the fact that this coming December, we're going to get lucky in Plate, right? Tell us about that quickly before we let you go.
Oh, yeah, please, if you want to come see what I do and see me bouncing. There's a few gigs you've got in Plate to Cape Town, getluckysummer.co.za, all the info's there. And we just can't wait to see everyone. It's going to be a blast. A whole lineup of artists, though. It's not just Good Luck, it's loads of artists from around South Africa. So in for a treat.
The truth of the matter is a lot of us Joburgers will be making our way down to Plate this summer. And Jules is saying,
Come party.
Come party. When it comes to entertainment, you are sorted. Jules Harding from Good Luck, thank you so much. Go take your daughter to a swimming lesson. Off you go. We're going to Dad Mtunzi in Bryanston. He's taking his son to the dermatologist today. Mtunzi, talk to us.
Morning, guys. How are you?
We're great. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah. So he's 15. Obviously, I think it's hormonal. I've never had pimples. I've been lucky. So I've never struggled with skin, but I've struggled with my teeth. So I know how mean kids can be. Kids are the biggest villains. So he doesn't mind. He didn't even notice, but we've been noticing that his skin is changing. He's an athlete, so he sweats a lot. And I've noticed that with kids, they like the taper cuts, so they like to keep their afros. And with an afro comes
product.
Bad skin sometimes.
Yeah, product is running down your face, it's bad skin and all of that.
Sweat and all of that. So we've tried cutting his hair. We've tried, over-the-counter skin products. It's not working. So we decided to, we sat him down and we told him this is what we're going to try. He doesn't mind. He's not even noticing. I'm not sure if he's getting teased or not. But we booked an appointment. It was supposed to be the 30th, and I got a call on Friday saying that the doctor is available or today.
Right.
And I was happy because I can see it. It's getting bad. So, yeah.
Yeah, Mtunzi, I want to say congrats to you as a dad. Because to have a son with serious pimples and acne,
who doesn't pick it up,
who's so confident, he's like, dad, man, whatever. I think that speaks to you, right, as a dad. And I think it's great. I mean, that's what we're chatting about today. If the option is there, you go and find out. At least find out, and then make an informed decision.
Yeah, but for me, it's more medical because when you go, cosmetic and the teeth. He's got great teeth, unlike me. And I've been contemplating getting my teeth done. But it's like, after my teeth, is it going to be my nose? Because I'm scared of that because you never know where it's going to stop or where it's going to end. So for me, it's like if you start fixing your teeth, next thing, ending in Mpandla, so I'm bold.
No, then you're going to get hair implants. Then next thing,
we'll see you on the photos at the airport before and after there.
Exactly. And I recently saw a famous actor. Now he's there on the posters.
On the posters, exactly.
Can I tell you, man, something? You just leave the hair alone. It just looks weird.
I try to cut my hair every week now. So
yeah.
I'm okay. I started balding when I was 25. So
I mean, and this is the thing. Once you fix one thing, guys, everything else, it just becomes a what is it? Not Legos. What domino? It's like a domino thing. Then the next thing you're finding, because now you look in the mirror and you're happy with this thing, you're going to find something else to be unhappy about. It is human nature.
I think so too, but I do think there's a level where if you know this thing is going to change how confident you are in the world and that you need to be more confident in certain situations and you think that this thing is going to... For me, I say go for it,
Send us voice notes, 084 00947. I just want to make sure that everybody's heard today because I can see the lines are still going mad. And we're going to wrap this up at 8 o'clock. So one last round of comments, compliments, complaints, weighing in. And more importantly, like Frankie said earlier, if you are the one as an adult who had something fixed, right?
Yeah.
And the confidence boost that you got is insane and you want to testify about it.
Yeah, and you're sitting there going, I should have done this 10 years earlier. That we want to hear from you.
Yes.
I'm a mother of a 17-year-old, and when my boy was 13, we corrected his teeth because we could see that they were not straight. And since then, he is confident. He is happy to smile.
I did maxillofacial surgery when I was 22. This was because I had an underbite. I wore braces for 4 years, but I don't regret it, even though recovery was horrible thereafter.
I grew up in Hammanskraal, which meant my two front teeth were brown, like brown, because of the salt water. So I had the brownness removed. That brownness that was removed, it was Bona the best. The confidence that came with that.
Say goodbye now. Back to making your morning.
Anele and The Club.
I love this show. On 947.